Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nice Cyrus, and this video started. So let's talk about PSO2 again, and just how almost laughably easy it is to get caught up right now. Especially if you're only worried about getting your main class caught up. In terms of leveling, it's insanely easy. There's a bunch of quests in Kavaris that give very large chunks of XP. It took me, I think, maybe 2 to 3 days of very casual play to get back to max level from whatever. I played it for about a week when Kavaris launched. I don't think I got them what was a max level back then, but I got up to 65 in just a couple of days of very casual play, just doing, just running some quests. But also, in terms of gearing, it's also really easy to call right now. And gotta hand one thing to Sega is that they made it incredibly easy for new players and returning players to kind of get caught up to the current state of the game, at least until the next update comes out. Because not only through the seasonal event, but also through some other things they've added, especially the Ordinal Tower, provides a lot of stuff that's really useful for getting caught up. But let's talk about the seasonal event first. And there are a couple things to talk about. One is obviously the seasonal vendor right behind us right here. But also for materials, there's a bunch of random sites around the map, or whatever they're called, that basically just give you random materials, like monetites, diamites, trinites, all the way to pentalites, and even the seasonal materials that have been added for the event. Gives you a ton of them. There's quite a few on the map. You can just look up a map of them online, or you can just look for them yourself. They stand out. They're really kind of large and yellowish. They stand out a lot. Gives you a ton of materials, and they got 400 to 500 of most of the materials just from running around and grabbing those random sites. Very good for getting caught up on materials, and also good for getting stuff for the seasonal event, because there are a bunch of really nice skins you can get right now from the seasonal event with those materials, the green sites and the blue sites. Very good. But also getting into the seasonal vendor, there's a lot of really useful things in here. Another thing to mention is that the seasonal points are incredibly easy to get. See these weapons right here, which do come pre-enhanced, pre-augmented, and pre-limit broken. At 10,000 seasonal points is like 1 or 2 PSE bursts. No more than 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes if your luck is bad. Super easy to get these, and obviously you can get one for all the classes, and these weapons are really good. I don't know if they're the best in the game. I don't really know about that kind of stuff right now. I've just been kind of focused on playing the game and having fun. I don't really know what the meta's like, but these weapons are pretty good, and they have a really useful potential where whenever you kill an enemy, you get 6 PP back. If you're a focus addict like me, but you want to level other subclasses, this is really great, because I don't know how to manage my PP during PSE bursts without focus. I don't know what to do. I just run out of PP and I'm confused. But these weapons are great for making up for that. Very useful weapons. There's also some great armor sets that you can grab. You can get 3 of each of these. They come enhanced, pre-augmented. These are great augments. They also come pre-limit broken, obviously. But these are great sets for leveling. There's the lower level one right there, and there are 2 more that you can grab. These are, again, just really nice catch-up units. They're not like the literal best in the game, but they're more than good enough for getting you caught up. Good chunk of money you can get from the event as well, and a bunch of other nice stuff. Another thing to mention is that you can get an hour of 100% low temperature resistance if you want to go into the gorge. You can just grab these. They're only 2,000 points a piece. Super easy to get, super cheap. I plan on kind of stocking with it. I don't know if the gorge is going to be relevant in future updates, but I'm going to grab as many of these as I can get just in case it is. But moving on from the seasonal event, obviously lots of useful stuff in the seasonal event. Great stuff. But moving on into the Ordinal Tower, which is a new game mode they've added quite recently, I believe. I wasn't quite playing when it came out, but you can get some really useful stuff from this. As you can see, arms refiner, class cubes, and you also get a set of armor from this, and it's a pretty good set of armor at that. And more importantly, from the last rank, it says you only get this cosmetic, but if you cleared the last rank of this with at least 12,000 points, which is relatively easy, although you can see my personal best solo is only 10,000. That was my very first run. I had really bad gear at the time, but it's really easy to do this, especially if you've got at least just one other person with you. Very easy to do. You do get the obsidian weapons for the class that you completed it with, right? Now, this is not exactly what you get. I've, leveled up and customized a bit, but it comes plus 40. It comes, I'm pretty sure it came pre-augmented. I don't remember what the augmented game was. It definitely did, because I definitely didn't put Mastery 3 on this thing. But it does come pre-augmented. It does come pre-limit broken, I'm pretty sure. And these are pretty good units, right? These are pretty good weapons. Pretty nice potential. And again, you can get these for all classes. You just got to get 12,000 points. And again, all those other materials, tons of materials. It's just so easy to get caught up right now. It's almost crazy. To be fair, it's always been really easy to get caught up in Phantasy Star. I don't know if it's really ever been this easy. Yeah, well, yeah, probably has. In base PSO2, they added tons of stuff, especially late into the game's life cycle, that made it easy to get caught up. But my point is, if you're on the fence of getting the PSO2 New Genesis right now, or you're considering coming back into the game, it's insanely easy to do so at the moment. So don't hesitate any longer. Just take the dive. You've got about a month before the big next big update for the next region, and that's when at least the seasonal event will end. And the seasonal event is so good for getting caught up right now. So I definitely highly recommend you take advantage of that before it goes away. I think that's going to be about it for this video. I kind of rambled on more than I meant to. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you're feeling about how easy it is to get caught up right now. And let me know how you're feeling about future updates in the comments. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, take it easy and have a good one, everybody.